Let's go around the country. We're starting with the Overlord of Mamprugu and President of the Northeast Regional House of Chiefs, Nabuhaga Abdullahi Mahami Sheriga II. He has directed his chiefs to take control and ensure total stability in their respective areas. His comments come amidst renewed chieftaincy tensions in some parts of the region, including the Triponi districts, where a deadly violence between Kokumba clans or intra-Kokumba clan violence in the Jopal city resulted in the imprisonment of two rival chiefs in the area. Correspondent Eliasu Tanko reports.
The meeting held at the Regional Coordinating Council in the capital, Nalirgu, was the first since the formation of the House in September last year. Senior most elder Adenaire Mbatarana addressed the House on behalf of the Overlord and President.
Distinguished Nadema, on peace, the Nigeria is saddened to have heard that there was an enskinment done in the Triponi district, which resulted in the deaths of two people and subsequent incarceration of the two people who were made chiefs. I would like to appeal to you to ensure that there is peace in all our communities. As traditional leaders, we should ensure that there is peace in all our communities so that people will go about their duties peacefully and carry out their economic activities without fear. So I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the government for the numerous projects that are being carried out in the Northeast region. We have to ensure that there is peace to enable them finish the projects that they have started and to initiate new ones. Without peace, we'll be scaring away investors in the Northeast region. We cannot afford to make Northeast region a battle zone for settling our disputes.
The Overlord also reminded the House of the COVID-19 disease, appealing to members to help in the fight against the pandemic by ensuring strict observance of the safety protocols.
We would like to encourage you to ensure that your people go help in the fight of the pandemic by observing the protocols that have been prescribed for us. We want every soul in Northeast to be saved, but currently it looks like the disease has gotten a grip on our region.
On his part, Regional Minister Yidana Zakari drew the attention of the House to an ongoing regional boundary dispute involving the West Mamprusi and Mamprugu Mwaduri district on one hand and Mankargu, Talensi and Fumbisi in the Savannah and Upper East regions on the other.
The RCC is also equally not unaware of the financial challenges facing the nascent House of Chiefs and of course the recent chieftaincy and land disputes spanning from Tripoli, Yuyu to the Janga area. The issue of regional boundary disputes involving West Mamprusi and the Talensi area, Bubargu to be precise, Yagba Mankargu on one hand and the Yagba Fumbisi on the other hand. The House has been created at a time that all these issues are simmering, and the need for the House to do the needful by addressing these challenges is paramount.
The minister also suggested to the House some measures to minimize the incidence of land and chieftaincy disputes in the region.
The RCC has a limit to which it can interfere into traditional matters and will only do so when it touches on the security of the region. To minimize the incidence of chieftaincy and land disputes, I strongly suggest that the House makes it priority to codify the enskinment structure at all levels of the traditional system, and as well have a clear-cut land tenure system.
The House also sworn in 2 of 8 members who were absent on the inaugural day. The 2 are the paramount chiefs of Wulugu, Professor Suleiman Nabila, a former National House of Chiefs president, and the paramount chief of Chereponi, Femi Nayemi Kofi Maliba, a retired soldier. Ilyasu Tanko reporting.
Eliasu Tanko is joining me on phone to shed some light on this particular development. Eliasu, so let's break it down. We know that ordinarily the conflict has been between Kukumbas and Chekosis, but this happens to be an intra-ethnic conflict. The latest clashes.
Yes, exactly, and it happened in the community called Jupa, which is in the Chereponi district. And in the same district, we also have similar tensions in the Wenchiki community. And already we know about the conflict between the Chekosis and the Konkombas, which started in the Naduni, also in the same Chereponi district. And so this is it. We know that last week, the court in Nalego sentenced the 2 rival chiefs to 3 months in prison each for their roles in the disturbances that occurred in the area last week. And so it is based on this that the Overlord is calling on all the traditional leaders in the region to take control of their respective jurisdictions and ensure that there's total peace so that people can go about their activities in the Northeast region.
So this meeting, which we are seeing on TV now, it had brought together all the chiefs within the Northeast region. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. This is the Regional House of Chiefs meeting, and this is the maiden meeting since the formation of the House in September last year. And so amidst the ongoing tension, the president of the House of Chiefs is making this call. So all the chiefs, especially the top chiefs in the Northeast region, gathered there yesterday, and they addressed, well, the message was passed to them by the Overlord, who is also the president of the Northeast Regional House of Chiefs.
So I hope that what was their response like? How did they respond to this call?
Well, they responded positively. I mean, with the exception of apart from the tension in Chereponi district, there have also been some tension in the West Mamprugu and the Mamprugu Muaduri district. In the West Mamprugu, we do know about the tension over some communities between the Mamprugus and the Gonjas, particularly the Lukula community and several others. And also in the Mamprugu Muaduri district, there have been some boundary dispute between that particular district and the Fumbisi and Talensi area, which is very closer to that area. And also in the Yunyo district, there has also been some similar tension between 2 Konkoba tribal factions in the area. And so the chiefs, all of these chiefs, the paramount chiefs, were present, and they ensured the Overlord that they will do what they could to ensure that they take control of, affairs in these traditional areas. So it means that it looks like, with the exception of Bunkurugu, all the 6 districts, all the 5 districts have some bit of similar tension in those areas.
Eliasu, thank you very much. Eliasu Tanko, the Northeast Region correspondent.